Hi guys, my name is Mary. I'm going to be doing the first half of March reading for you all. March 1st through the 15th reading for Pisces. How are you all today? I hope everybody's happy, healthy, safe, and well. This is for your sun, moon, and rising signs. It's not going to resonate with everybody. If it doesn't resonate, you might want to try your other signs. My heart, my thoughts, and my prayers go out to everybody that's going through any and all kinds of nonsense right now. I probably watch too much news, you all, but just a lot of stuff going on, so please stay safe, okay? All right, let's see what we got. Seven of Cups, Queen of Cups, Five of Cups, Page of Swords, the Hierophant, and the Eight of Pentacles. I think they're straight. You're clarifying. Nine of Pentacles, Three of Swords, and Two of Swords. Caring connections and happy family. Well, that's nice. It's a beautiful card. Both of them. Success. Communicate clearly. Give me just a minute, okay? All right, you all. You know, I feel like, especially with the Five of Cups, of course, with the Three of Swords, maybe even the Two of Swords and the Seven of Cups, I almost feel like that some of you guys are going through a little bit of a roller coaster. You know, one day you may have a happy day, and the next day you may be bummed out or sad or upset about something specific. Maybe it's the same things over and over and over. I almost feel like that there's about to be some sort of a message or a messenger that brings in some kind of news for you or a new opportunity possibly for you. Sometimes it's something that changes your mind, and sometimes it's an actual opportunity. So I almost feel like that if you are going through a little bit of sadness, especially let's say over your job situation, for instance, I'm feeling like that something's about to come in for you. Because when I put these cards like this, and I see this Seven of Cups, and I see this Page of Swords, I'm almost feeling like that there's going to be someone bringing in some kind of information, opportunity, job possibly, that may be giving you some sort of truth or clarity. And when you do get to the point to where you find out you have options, you're going to be able to pick and choose the right options for you. So with the Seven of Cups too, I just got to say this though, okay? Sometimes these options are not the best options for you. Sometimes they're too good to be true, or sometimes they're just not something that you need to bother yourself with. So please be cautious of that. But you guys are, you realize this, you see this. So it's not like, I don't think anybody is going to fall down any kind of a hole taking the cup that's not good for them. But I just want you to be aware of that, because sometimes you can see, okay, let me give you an example. Somebody tells you that they'll pay you a big, large amount of money every week if you'll work making telephone calls, for instance. And then all of a sudden you're like, wait a minute, that don't sound right. I don't know if they're, if it's a real job, or if I'm actually will make that kind of money, or if these people are bad people, not, doing the wrong things here. So when you start putting two and two together and start thinking about it, you're like, I'm going to pass on that one, and I'm going to go to this other job opportunity that I specialize in. So that's just an example, but you guys probably know what I'm talking about. Sometimes we have places on the internet that you can go and try to buy a vehicle from, or something that somebody else may be selling. Well, sometimes it's not their vehicle, and sometimes it's you're about to spend money on something that they don't even own. Be cautious of those kinds of things, okay? I don't know why I just want you to be aware of it, because when something sounds too good to be true, it usually is. So be cautious, all right? But I do think too, when I get this Queen of Cups, which is you and your energy, male or female, and I get this Hierophant underneath, this almost gives me a spiritual kind of a feeling, like you guys are going to be spiritually more inclined at this time. Maybe you're finding yourself praying more and asking for certain things, or appreciating what you have a little bit more than you have in the past. But I feel like that there's going to be a spiritual growth coming from a lot of you guys, and you're going within a lot, and you're soul searching a little bit, and with that it makes you closer to your beliefs, so it's a great feeling to have right now, the feeling that I have. Now, on the flip side of this Hierophant, he can stand for religion, of course. Some of you all may be thinking about church and things like that too, reading the Bible, that kind of thing. But he can also stand for higher education. So some of you all may be considering going back to school, or finishing a class so you can get a license or a certificate for something, so you can change up your jobs, or do something different. So I do think that if you guys are finding yourself in a little bit of a pickle, especially regarding a job or something, a career or something to that extent, I feel like something's going to come in for you. So don't let yourself get too down or too upset about something that that I feel is coming in. And sometimes you just have to wait for the right job, for instance, to come in order for you to be able to take that job. Because not all jobs are for everybody, right? But it almost feels like that. If you've been looking for a job for a long time, I do understand that you get a little bit bummed out and a little bit upset when things don't happen fast, especially if you're finding yourself in a little bit of a financial pickle. But I feel like, especially with this 8 and this 9, you all, this is a financial freedom almost card. It makes you feel like that you're going to be financially rewarded somehow. You guys are going to be okay. So don't let yourself get too upset. And then going back to this 2 and this 3 of Swords, it's almost like you're upset about something because you have an opportunity or options right here to do something, and you're torn. You kind of have pros on the good side, and then you have cons on the bad side. Maybe you have to move somewhere different, or have a longer drive to work or something to that extent. But I feel like it's going to work itself out, because at the end, you're looking at a financial gain right here. So don't panic over things that don't seem to be happening fast enough, because I feel like something is coming in that's really going to put you in a much better place, okay? And for heaven's sakes, look at this happy family and this caring connections. This could be romantic partner, but it could also be maybe your immediate family, but it could also be your extended family. So maybe some of you all are going to be actually being able to see your family, visiting possibly. Maybe they're just there for you if you need them right now, and especially under certain circumstances that's going on right now. Maybe they're always there with open arms in case you need a place to stay, or in case you need financial backing for a business or something to that extent. But I do feel like you're going to feel loved at this time, which is always great. Now I get this success card over here, and that's why I'm telling you too not to let things bum you out so much, or for periods of time. Now we all get a little sad or a little blue every once in a while, and a little disgusted because things ain't working out for us. But I do see this success card, and along with this 9 and this 8 of Pentacles, it does make me feel like something is coming in for you all. Something is going to happen that you guys are going to be thrilled about. So whether it's a job, and it may be for some, but for some it's different things. It's trying to make your family happy again throughout all of these difficult times. It's trying to make your home a better place. It's trying to do, different things like that. Maybe it's your parents and things like that that you need to help take care of, that makes you a little sad sometimes. But I feel like that you're going to feel like, yes, I did it kind of situation. So whatever it is that's nagging at you, or that's biting at your heels, or that's driving you insane, and I don't mean it like insane, just, just a little aggravation here and there drives you insane after a while. I feel like that you're going to have a much better sense of direction, and a much better sense of finances, and a much better sense of your family being happy again. So I feel like that whatever it is that you're needing at this time, I feel like it's going to work itself out, and you guys are going to be thrilled in the very near future. So try not to let certain things get under your skin as much as you can, okay? With this Page of Swords too, I think I may have already said it, but not only can he be a messenger, but he stands for truth, clarity, honesty, intelligence. He stands for a lot of other things too. And when you get these, that's kind of why I'm feeling too that not only could he be a messenger, he could be someone that tells you the truth about something, or that aha moment comes out and you're like, why didn't I ever think of that before? I'm almost feeling like that this card right here has a lot to do with the way that you're thinking now to the way that you will be thinking in the very near future. So just keep that in mind. All it takes is one message, one phone call, one email, one opportunity that can really change the way you're seeing things in a much better way. Now, some of you all with this 9 of Pentacles, and this could just be a handful, could be getting a large sum of money, one way or another. It may be from taxes, for instance. It may be you selling your home or a car or something to that extent. But it could be retirement. It could be, cashing in something that was worth some money so you can make a living, or be able to work from home, or something to that extent too. So either way you go here, I feel like you guys are going to be in a much better place throughout the month of March, okay? And then I have this communicate clearly. It almost makes me feel like some people may be miscommunicating. So when I get it, I feel like that even though you may say something to someone, they may rearrange it and put it in a different way to where it's not the same answer. Does that make sense? Or the same information. You guys know what I'm talking about. You've heard of that game when you're a kid. You can whisper him a sentence of something, and it goes around to everybody in the room, and when it comes back to you, it usually don't sound anything about the way that you said it. That's similar to how I'm feeling. I'm almost feeling like that there's someone or a situation that's taking something that you say or something that you do or something that you are moving towards and putting a spin on it. So just make sure that whatever you say or do or communicate, you make it clear on what you're saying, okay? I'm not sure if they know that they're doing that or if it's an accident, but either way it goes, it can really mess up things that are going on in your life. It can just be drama that you don't need. Let's put it that way, okay? Give me just a minute, okay? I'm going to rearrange. Let me show you something. This is how I feel about it. I feel like you're about to feel like yourself again. I'm going to put... Hold on. Sorry. I keep changing my mind. Sorry about that. All right, here's the thing, you all. Excuse me. Sorry. With this Five of Cups, I feel like that there may be a little bit of sadness and a little bit of aggravation. And then you get this Three of Swords that just, just a bad situation sometimes. And sometimes that you let it take over your emotions and it gets to you. But I do believe here in a minute, with this Page of Swords, I feel like he plays several parts in this reading. On one hand, I feel like that there's maybe a message or news or information or opportunities that may be coming in for you. And with that, it's going to put you in a whole different ball game, a whole new way of thinking, a whole new way of seeing things, a whole new, a new beginning, actually. And then that in itself is going to put you in a much better frame of mind that maybe you've been in quite some time. You're going to start feeling like yourself again. You're going to feel like you're back in charge and in control and doing things in a better way and things like that. Now, I do think that with this Communicate Clearly, I'm going to get this one. I want to just say this. Be cautious of how you say things and the way you word things, because sometimes people take it and spin it a different way. They may not do it on purpose, but it can say something completely different than what you're trying to say. So be cautious of this. Even if you have to tell somebody several times the same thing in a different way, but to get your thought across, so they don't go and do something silly that's going to bring more drama into your life. You don't need it. It's just silliness. I don't know if they're doing it on purpose, though, so I don't want you to blame them. It's just the way that they're taking it. So just be cautious of that. Another thing to be cautious about is this Seven of Cups. Some things, to me, this is opportunities that's coming in for you for different reasons. But they could also be illusions. They could be fake. They could be false. They could be phony. So I want you all to realize that some things are too good to be true. If they are, just throw them out the window. You don't need to bite on that. Take what you can or what's meant for you and run with that. Because I do think with this Two of Swords right here, you're going to have an opportunity that you're kind of torn between. You're like, well, if I do this, then this, and if I do this, then this, and you've got pros and cons on both sides, and you're kind of keep going back and forth, and you don't know exactly which way to go. But I feel like you will in a minute. I feel like with this Hierophant, you're going to become more spiritual. And with that, it could be praying more, it could be reading the Bible more, thinking about church a little bit more and things like that. But it can also be just going within and soul searching sometimes, and realizing what's important to you, and things like that. And it puts you in a new frame of mind. And with that, I feel like things are spinning around in a much better way. You have this happy family and this caring connections, and that just puts a little warmth in my heart. It's almost like you guys are getting your family back, possibly, especially if there's just been a lot of stuff going on. So sometimes it takes a toll on the whole family. Now, whether it is your immediate family or your extended family, maybe it's your parents, maybe it's your kids, maybe it's all, everybody in between, your siblings. It just makes me feel like you guys are going to be able to become one again, and be a lot happier again. Maybe it's a get together or something like that too, but it just puts a good feeling in my heart. Now, I do have this Eight of Pentacles, almost like you guys may be looking for a job. You may be finishing up some sort of schooling so you can get a specific job, which is great if that's the case. But I feel like with this Nine of Pentacles, this Eight of Pentacles, and this Success card, they all go hand in hand, because I feel like that there may be something better out there for most of you guys, and you may get some sort of financial gain from it. You may be getting a pay raise, for instance, or maybe it's a bonus this time of the year. Maybe it's a promotion of some sort too, or if you're switching jobs completely, you may be getting a lot more money than what you were used to. Some of you all may be getting selling something to gain some money at this time. Maybe you're going to sell your big old house and go move into an apartment or a condo or something like that, so you'll be able to live off of some of that money for a while. Retirement possibly. But I feel like you're about to be in a much better place, and it's a really good feeling. It really is. But make sure you communicate clearly. Don't want anything to be misconstrued and flipped around and not taken the way that you mean it to be taken, okay? And be cautious of this. But otherwise, I almost feel like financially, you guys are going to be in a much better place very, very soon. So that's a great sign, you all. All right. This is your first half of March reading, March 1st through the 15th reading for Pisces. I hope you guys have enjoyed this today, and I hope you guys come back and see me. Take care, you guys. I'll see you soon.